welcome. Okay, so are you tired of your slow cookers constantly going out? I don't know about you guys, but I tell you what, I've gone through 2 slow cookers in the last 2 years. I don't know what they're doing, but they're not making them how they used to. And so I was scrolling on Instagram because my slow cooker went out in the middle of making my homemade clam chowder. It wasn't heating. It was a hot mess. And I came across this on Amazon. I purchased it with my own money. I ended up paying like $54 for this, which is incredible. It had like a $35 off coupon. It was like on sale. Then it had a $35 off coupon. So I'll leave the link. Even if you have to pay full price for this, you're going to be amazed. So I decided to go away from like the pressure cooker and the slow cooker. I really love Dutch ovens. I really feel like your food tastes way better. It cooks faster. And so I came across this. So it's a slow cooker Dutch oven. Now, the one thing that you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, Lisa, this is amazing, is it comes like a part. So you can use this as a Dutch oven. So I hate the fact that these crock pots come in one big old thing. You have to throw it. It's annoying. I don't like it, and I think this is so cool. So this is it's heavy. So this is the Dutch oven, and then this is the little, basically kind of like a crock pot. What I love the best about this, and I have been using this every single day for the past week. I have fallen in love with it so much that I purchased 2. Yeah, I purchased 2. I needed both. So this way I can do like stew, and then I can make like homemade bread or, you know, Spanish rice and beans. So I purchased 2 for $45 or $54. That is such a great price. And if you look at any other slow cooker, Instapot, Ninja thing, you're gonna pay over $100 for one. So this is what it looks like. I really love it. Now the reason why I really love it, you can slow cook in it, which is good. And then you can saute, but you can braise in it. So if you want to do steaks, if you want to, you know, do the, all the goodies, your oil, your spices, and then braise your meat in here or your chicken, whatever you're going to use, you can certainly do that. And I like the fact that you can do that in here. So you can braise, you can saute all in one pot, which is really good. You can also do soup, rice, cake. There's eggs, meat stew, yogurt, pretty much everything. You can do the different temperatures. Sorry, I just shook the camera. It's different temperatures and stuff like that. Now, I want to let you guys know that this gets super hot. Super hot. The Dutch oven, I mean, she is boiling. So I like the fact that they give you these that you can put on here. And then no matter how hot it is, even it's hot up on the top, you can take this and you're perfectly fine. It will boil, you guys. I'm talking your food is boiling. It's nice and hot. And something about a Dutch oven, it just makes your food taste so good. And then you get that option where you can saute your onions and your bell pepper and all your stuff beforehand, and then everything you put in, and then all you have to do is go, okay, I've kind of sauteed everything, made it a little crispy, and we can go to slow cooker. And I'm telling you, it cuts the time in half. So I made a chili. I sauteed the onions and then I cooked the meat. And usually a slow cooker, it's gonna take, you know, an hour, 2 hours. No, in 20 minutes, my friends, it was boiling hot. So in 20 minutes it's boiling hot, and then you have an option to take it into heating mode. And so it keeps it nice and warm throughout the whole entire day. So if you are someone who has minimum time, or you just forget to defrost things or whatever it is, you can make a meal under 20 minutes in this slow cooker. I am like blown away. I don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I have to, you know, early in the morning get everything prepped and ready, and I'm getting everybody off to school, and I'm trying to like make the meal for the day. No, I can like, it's 1 o'clock. I've got time. I can make my meal, and then within 20 minutes it's done. I'm telling you, this thing is amazing. I cannot believe it. That's why I purchased 2. So I'm going to share with you how it works. We're going to cook white bean chili, like white chicken bean chili. I'm going to share with you how amazing it is. So if you were low on time, this is for you. And even if you have all the time in the world, this is for you. It's going to make your food taste so much better. Like I said, I don't know what it is about a Dutch oven, but man, it brings the flavor to the food. It doesn't taste like crock pot meals. It tastes so good. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll have everything down in the description box below for you guys. The link here, like I said, if you have to pay a regular price for it, it's totally worth it, but I ended up paying $54 for each one, and it comes in this white, and then it also comes in blue, so that's kind of a good option. I stuck with the white. I purchased 2 of the white, but I love the fact that you can make bread in here, then you can do soup. So, and it 'tis the season. It's beginning to be fall. This Sunday will be our first day of fall, so this little guy, I think, is gonna be your best friend. So let's go ahead and get cooking. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna use a whole yellow onion. I'm gonna peel it, and then I'm gonna chop it up, and then I'm going to take probably 2 spoonfuls of this garlic. I got this at Costco. This is pretty amazing. And then I'm gonna take 3 to 4 chicken breasts, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slice them and really fine slices. And then I'm gonna go ahead and saute my chicken and my garlic and my onion for a little bit. That way it crisps up everything. We're getting the flavor in, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start with the next step. But I really wanted to share with you how it looks when you saute things. I really want to give you the full idea of this Dutch oven. It's going to make your food taste so, so good. So let's go ahead. We'll cut up the onion and we'll cut up the chicken. Okay, my friends, so I have everything in the Dutch oven. I've got the onions, and then you don't have to do this step, but I just like cutting my chicken into thinner slices. That way it's easy to kind of shred later. So I'm just kind of saving myself some time. So I like to kind of make thin slices, and then I have a whole bunch of garlic. So what we're going to do is we're going to saute everything. We're going to press the saute, or actually that is the sear. You have the braise, so this is like sear, saute, and then basically what it's doing right now is it's warming up, and then eventually you'll start to see everything cook. It cooks super fast, so we're just going to wait for that to warm up a little bit. And then we are going to saute our garlic, our onions, and our chicken. And then once that's nice and kind of to our liking, then we're just gonna go ahead and add all this in. So I use 2 cans of green chili. You can kind of do whatever. This is just kind of my version. So I'll do 2 cans of green chilies. And then I bought quite a bit of beans, so I don't know how many cans of beans I'm going to need. I think this is a 6-quart, so it's not super big, but we are a family of 6, and this does perfectly fine. And so I wouldn't worry about the sizing. I think you're going to be okay. And also too, you can always add to it. So if we're done with the stew and there's barely anything else, I can add more beans in, you know, for the next day. Can you already see? Or can you hear? It's already starting to get hot. So I'm going to use northern beans, and then I do the whole corn, and then we'll do some chicken broth in the back, and then we'll season it up with some seasons. So this, you guys can kind of hear it already, so I'm just gonna stir it a little bit, and then I'll come back with you guys and kind of share with you how it is looking. Okay, as you guys can see right here, it's starting to cook. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil also to it, but the onions are kind of cooking. Everything's kind of getting all those flavors together. I'm not going to fully cook the chicken, but I think it's almost. I just want to kind of season everything together and get the onions cooked and the garlic and all the flavors starting to kind of mix together. So I'm going to give it a little bit more, and then I'll come back to you and share with you what it looks like, and then we'll start adding the goodies in. Okay, my friends, this is how it looks. My house smells so good, so it's kind of marinating in there. I went ahead and turned it off. So now we're gonna go ahead and we are going to start adding the goodies in. So I'm gonna add the 2 cans of the green chilies. Let me grab my can opener. So 2 cans of green chilies. You can add more, just depending on you. And I don't drain my green chilies because I like all the juice and all the things in there to give it flavor. There's not really much juice, but I like to get all the goodness in there. So goes 1 can of green chilies. And then we're gonna do another can. There goes the other can. Like so. And then just depending, I'm not exactly sure how many of the northern beans I'm going to use, but I bought a whole bunch just in case. I do drain a little bit of the juice off the top of it, but I pretty much leave it in there. There's usually just like a little bit on the top, and I'll drain that. So I'm not sure exactly how many beans we're going to be using, but we shall see. Okay, now I'm going to add, that was 3 cans of beans so far. I'm going to go ahead and add my corn in here. So I drained the corn. Any corn will work, honestly. I just grabbed the golden sweet. I don't really think it matters. This is what I just grabbed at Walmart. I was just like, we need corn. I didn't really pay too much attention on how much or what type of corn. And add 1 more can of beans. So let's see, that is a total of 5 cans of beans. So I still have 3 left over. And if I want to replenish, what I'll do is I will just add the last 3 cans of beans at the end of the day, and then we can have it again for tomorrow. So that's why I like to buy extra. Okay, so here's the last bit of the beans in there. And then I'll go ahead and I'll stir it up pretty good so all the chilies and the corn get all mixed in there really good. Kind of bring up the onions and all the garlic to the top. Get it mixed. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna do some of the chicken broth. Obviously, I'm not gonna use all of it, and then I'll just put the rest in my refrigerator, and then I'll have extra chicken broth for whatever I need. That looks about good. I'll go ahead and share with you what this looks like. So that's what it looks like. I haven't added any of my seasoning in, but this is what it looks like. Okay, and then we're gonna add some chili powder and then some ground paprika first. And then as it boils, I'll check back on it, and then that's when I tend to add a little bit more flavor. So let's go ahead and add our chili and our paprika. Okay, I'm gonna do probably 2 tablespoons of the chili powder. And I'm not really using a recipe, I just kind of go with what I feel. So we'll do that, and then we'll do about a tablespoon or probably a teaspoon of the paprika, like so. You guys can see it's preheating right now. And then it'll go into cooking mode, which is great. And the one thing I love about the Keep Warm is after it's cooked, it will go to the Keep Warm, but then it stays warm. Like some of these slow cookers, crock pots, whatever, I feel like they overcook your food sometimes when it is in the Keep Warm. This one actually just does a good job. I don't know, I'm in love with this thing. So it's preheating. It'll start going into cooking mode pretty soon. So I want to share with you as I reach over for my pot. Look how cool that is. This is what the lid looks like. It is so heavy, and I don't know what it is, but man, oh man, this thing works so good. You put it on. Now I'm just gonna set it. I'm gonna leave it for about a half an hour. We'll come back, I'll share with you. I always leave these on because you guys, it gets super, super, super hot. So you cannot touch this at all without these. So make sure that you always have that on. Just so you can see, it says cooking. 4 hours I feel like is a lot. I feel like I would take that down to like an hour, 20 minutes. So, but it'll tell you, you can always adjust too. But I'm telling you, this is why I love this machine, because it's so fast and it tastes amazing. So that's what it looks like. It says cooking, and after 4 hours, which we're not gonna go 4 hours, we'll just do the Keep Warm function. And all you have to do is, if you're like, oh, I don't need no more 4 hours, you just say Keep Warm, or you completely cancel everything. Just push this button, Keep Warm, and it'll stay warm all day long. Okay, my friends, it's been a little bit. Let me go ahead and I will lift up. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's starting to boil. So I just tasted it just to kind of see how I like the spices. I think I'm going to put another probably tablespoon of the chili powder, and then probably just a little bit of paprika, and then we're good to go. Salt, and we're good to go. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it cook just a little bit longer. But as you guys can see, like, my chicken's pretty much done, and then by cutting it, it's just really easy to kind of shred it than just putting a big old, you know, block of our chicken breast in there. And then everything's pretty much done. My beans, everything, but I like everything to kind of boil. So I'm going to add a little bit more spices. It's almost been an hour, so this one might take a little bit longer. It just kind of depends, but I don't know about 4 hours. I would probably cook it for like an hour and a half, maybe yeah, probably hour and a half, and then have it go on to warm after. And you can certainly do that. You can change everything in here, but this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it tastes amazing. This thing looked, oh, it's so good. But you will have to have like a you know, a pot holder or something like that, because this thing gets really, really hot right here. Like, I can put my hand on it, but I mean, you got to be careful. And this is why these little rubber things are really good, so that you can move it to like the table, because it does get really, really hot. So I'm going to add a little bit more spices, and then we'll come back with the final product. I have some fixins to put on the top of it, but you guys, I love this so much. Like I said, I love it so much that I purchased two, and this is not sponsored. This is my own. Like, I paid my own money for this, and I just love it. I mean, a week of cooking and your food just tastes amazing. This is like my favorite thing. So I'm gonna add some more spices, and then I will be right back, guys. Okay, my friends, it is done. Let me share with you how it looks. So you would just want to make sure that you have like a pot holder or something, because it's hot, okay? So just remind yourself that this thing gets really hot. And there it is. It is boiling. It is done completely. So let's see, it was at 4 minutes as, there we go. The steam on the camera. Okay, so it was 4 hours, and it looks like I have 2 hours and 41 minutes left. It's completely done, so I'm just gonna go keep warm. And it's flashing right there. So if it just turns off, you just push the top one, because they're basically on the same little button, cancels at the end. So this is when you want to turn it off, and then keep warm. And then it'll keep warm. It'll stay nice and warm, and then it'll just keep the countdown of like, it's been warm for 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. So now I'm going to set it. It's only 11:11. Dinner's done. I'll have it up on warm, and when anybody wants to have dinner when they get home, it's done. I don't have to worry about it. I'll put in some breadsticks, and we're good to go. So let me go ahead and plate this up for you. Okay, you guys, there it is, my white chicken chili. So I put a little bit of sour cream on top and a little bit of cilantro. You can also put jalapenos in here. You can do slices of avocado as well, whatever you like. But I just like the sour cream and the cilantro. So that's what it looks like, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I swear your food's gonna taste 10 times better. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more cooking videos, I can certainly do that for you guys, but I just wanted to share with you this because it is amazing. It's my family's favorite. It's my favorite. Like I said, I purchased two. That's how much I love it. So it cooks so good. Thank you guys so much for taking out the time. I'll leave everything down in the description box below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.